Milana Vayntrub has always had that kind of presence, the kind you remember without even realizing it. For years, she was the cheerful face in your living room, starring as Lily in those famous AT&T commercials. Her quick humor and warm smile made her instantly likable, turning her into one of the most recognizable TV commercial personalities of the last decade. But lately, fans have noticed something very different about her. She didn't just change how she looked, she changed how she carried herself, and people couldn't stop talking about it. The transformation caught everyone off guard, but the story behind it is even more surprising. What really happened? The answer is both powerful and inspiring. Milana's story doesn't begin in Hollywood. She was born in Uzbekistan during Abiya's time of political tension. Her family made the difficult decision to leave everything behind and start a new life in the United States. She was just a child when they arrived, and adjusting to a new country wasn't easy. But that experience shaped her in ways most people never see. Growing up in Los Angeles, she found comfort in performance and creativity. Acting became more than a dream. It was her way of expressing herself. Over time, she worked her way into television, landing roles in popular shows like This Is Us and Silicon Valley. These roles showed off her talent, but it was her role as Lily that made her a household name. With fame, though, came challenges. While many viewers saw her as charming and relatable, Milana was also dealing with the darker side of public attention. Social media brought her praise, but it also brought criticism and harassment. She spoke honestly about the inappropriate comments she received and the toll it took on her mental health. That kind of pressure can be overwhelming, even for the most confident people. But instead of letting it bring her down, she decided to speak out. She became an advocate for mental health, self-love, and body positivity. Still, behind the scenes, she knew she needed something more, a real change that came from within. Milana began making small but powerful choices. She didn't announce a big makeover or sign up for some dramatic fitness challenge. Her transformation was slow, steady, and intentional. It wasn't about looking a certain way for Hollywood. It was about feeling stronger, healthier, and happier in her own skin. She started focusing on fitness, not to chase a number on the scale, but to feel more energized. She paid attention to her eating habits and made time for her mental well-being. These weren't overnight changes, and she didn't post constant updates about her progress. She simply lived it, and that's what made it real. Then something happened. Fans began noticing a new energy in her photos and interviews. Her confidence felt effortless. She had this glow that went beyond physical appearance. It was as if she had finally found peace in who she was, and people connected with that instantly. Social media lit up with comments about her transformation, not just because she looked different, but because she seemed truly content. It wasn't about meeting someone else's expectations. It was about honoring her own. What pushed her to make this change? She's hinted that the pandemic played a big role. When the world slowed down, she finally had time to reflect. That quiet space gave her room to rethink what mattered most. She started prioritizing herself, not in a selfish way, but in a way that allowed her to grow. She made small adjustments to her routine, and over time, they added up. It wasn't some flashy success story. It was real, and that's why fans found it so relatable. One of the most touching parts of Milana's transformation is how much she credits her supporters. Through every up and down, they stuck with her. She often says their encouragement helped her stay focused. In return, she hopes her story reminds others that it's okay to start small. Whether it's setting boundaries, picking up a new habit, or just being a little kinder to yourself, those tiny steps can lead to incredible results. She didn't set out to inspire people, but she did, just by being honest and staying true to herself. The reason her transformation stands out isn't just because of how she looks now. It's because of what it represents. Milana showed that real confidence comes from within. That taking care of your body and mind doesn't have to be loud or perfect. It just has to be consistent. And through it all, she's continued to speak up for important causes, proving that she's much more than the face of a brand. She's someone who's using her voice to make a difference, both on and off the screen. So, what's next for Milana? That's the exciting part. She's just getting started. Whether it's through acting, activism, or simply sharing her truth, she continues to leave a lasting impression. Her transformation is more than a story about change. It's a reminder that strength, self-care, and staying grounded in who you are can be more powerful than anything else. What are your thoughts on Milana's incredible transformation? Drop a comment and tell us how her story has inspired you. And if you want to hear more about the people who are making headlines for all the right reasons, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more.